back and watch later. So I just saw where I saw two things that we talked about over the last couple of days that just happened. One being that Todd is trying to or attempting to get full custody of the kids, and he is trying to challenge the prenup. If you go back to the live stream that I did, if you go back to the live stream that I did, I think that was like about maybe 3 or maybe 5 days ago. If you go back to that live stream, you will see that I talked about that. I talked about Kandi needing to be careful because Todd was going to try to challenge it. There was going to be something coming up with it. So this seems to be the case, and what's happening right now, Todd just made it clear that I guess he got his lawyers, and he made it clear that, he said that he signed a prenup with no one being there. And that's the problem when you be doing stuff like that, is that people will start challenging things. But bottom line is that Todd has decided that he is not just going to take it laying down, and that he is going to get some money from Kandi. And this is what I was talking about in my last live stream, where I said that Todd was going to challenge the prenup. So let me go here real quick. Let me get to that. And again, we're not going to be too long, but I just wanted to let y'all hear that, because I was like, child, I think I talked about this already. And this has had to be from, about 8 days ago. So I'm going to say 8 days ago. It's like 8 days ago we talked about the fact that Todd was going to challenge this prenup. For real. But that high priestess can also represent, he can challenge some things. And that Knight of Cups is there too. And they could talk about a person who, how people like they feel like they deserve more. They want to get more. So that's here as well. All right. Also, too, even though they might have been inviting people into their marriage, and they may have been like on the freaky deaky side, I do feel like he still was being sneaky. Because when you see these messages here, this could represent, even though they did have all these like open relationship energy or things that they said they did, and they had little, freaky deaky stuff going on, this could still say he was also still up to no good. This is why. So that's that part. So you will hear in that, again, that live stream where I talked about the fact that, and this is a live stream from 8 days ago. And I talked about the fact that he will probably challenge that prenup, want more money, right? Look at what he just did. How y'all doing? Hit the like button. I'm not going to be here long. Hit the like button. Let me put the thumbnail on here. All right. So I hope y'all are doing well. I just was like, wow, look at Ty. I told you, and I even said in that live stream, I was like, you know what? I feel like it's going to start off good, and then it's going to go sideways real quick. It's going to go sideways. So I was saying, we can't even depend on it to be amicable too long. I actually said that, guys. So I'm not trying to wish bad luck on them, but that's actually what I said. All right. So, anybody have any questions about that? I'm trying to put the thumbnail on here and all that crap. Hold on. I'm trying to put the thumbnail on here and all that. Hold on. How y'all doing today? We have 26 people in the chat. I'm not going to be too long, so people can listen to this later. Also, I will be dropping the holiday special today, and I'll let that video speak for itself. It's already loaded, locked and loaded, and I'll release it later today so people can start purchasing. I'm going to send it to my regular clients first, and then I will send it to everyone else. So give me a chance to send it to my regulars. Talking about people that book with me every week, once a month, a couple of times a year. I'm going to send it to them first. I'm doing good. I'm going to send it to them first, and then I'm going to send it out to everybody else. So, okay. So the holiday special is coming up, and it's juicy, y'all. It's real juicy. All right. So like I said, Todd looks like he is rejecting the prenup. He is trying to say he didn't have legal representation when he signed the paperwork. And this is what happened when you're doing stuff and you're in love, and now you're breaking up, and now you're saying, I didn't have legal representation. I didn't get my due process, right? I'm going to just use those terms. I didn't get my due process because, at the time. I think, who was that actor years ago? Oh, wait. It was Steven Spielberg. Remember Steven Spielberg? He was married to this woman named Amy Madigan or Amy something, and they had signed some. He had her sign a napkin, and baby, she challenged that napkin, and I believe she walked away with some money. So it's real important that when you doing stuff like this, that you have representation. That's his problem. He grown. But, it's really important to have representation, because if you don't have representation, this is what can happen. Somebody can use that, weaponize that. Always had that in his back pocket. Give me the energy around Todd. Always had that in his back pocket to use later on down the road. All right, hit the like button for me, please. So, you see that Three of Pentacles? I'm challenging it. I'm going to challenge. Listen, I'm not working with you. I'm going to challenge this. This is what he got right here. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is all about working together, coming together. Let's make it work. Look, you said I'm going to do this, and you said I was going to, this is a challenge. He is going to challenge her. This is what it talks about. Ace of Cups. I still feel like he in his feelings, right? And then he has the Knight of Swords. At this point, when you start, let me tell y'all something. When people start getting divorced, separated, and money involved, shit gonna get tricky. Okay? It's gonna get tricky. You see that Knight of Swords? That means unpredictable energy. Acting, and that means he's talking to people, he's acting out this, that, and the third. You finally caught alive? Congratulations. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. And also too, he's going to be crying about his financial situation or how they have the money divided. But that Page of Pentacles is in reverse too. So I do feel like he was entitled to get something, like maybe property, whatever they had together, separate that. But Todd is coming through like he's going to really challenge this. He is going to truly challenge this. And again, y'all can look at the live stream from 8 days ago. Start at the 20-minute mark. Just start at the 20-minute mark. And that 20-minute mark is going to take you into everything I'm saying about that particular section. I don't want you don't have to watch the whole video if you don't want to. I sure will. He challenged it. She wanted him to give up some of this stuff so he could travel with her. I hate that they're going through this. All right. She wanted. So listen, he's going to challenge it. It's right here. She just put it here. Like he's going to challenge it. So, and again, remember I told you he's going to have a harder time than she is. He's going to try to challenge something. She needs to watch him. And he really can't be trusted. I said that. I literally said that. So, and also that Page of Pentacles is on the backhand as well. And that's what that means. So, I don't think Kandi was probably surprised by this at all. That looks like a recording, like they recorded something. But, again, divorce is not pretty. When people pass, it's not pretty. Because even when people pass and they leave property or money behind, people be fighting. This is why these lawyers be riding in Mercedes-Benz and living in big houses and shit. Because people be fighting over the, whatever they think they're entitled to. And that's the same thing that goes for marriages, right? You married to a woman that's got serious money. I saw that house he was in. That house is marble, beautiful home. Just think about that. Man, all you had to do is do what you're supposed to do. Now you out in the cold and Mama Joyce clapping her hands and rubbing her hands like Birdman. What's up, Monique? How you doing? All right, so that is on Kandi and Todd. Any questions for them? Because I'm not going to be too long. I just wanted to drop down on this live stream. I said I was going to start dropping in a little bit more on the live stream. Kandi, give me the energy around Kandi, Spirit. So, of course, that means she knows about it, the frustration. She knew that it was coming. That's what that talks about. So she knew this was coming. It's not a surprise to her that he's challenging the prenup, the King of Cups. She was expecting it, right? King of Cups as well. He not being realistic. He not being in compliance. And she may even have to like make some concessions too. But that Knight of Cups can also represent, by I guess like this lady was just saying something. She challenged him with something. He said no. Also, this Two of Swords, this represents they could get into a stalemate. A stalemate behind this, guys. A stalemate behind this. I'm not happy. I'm not a happy camper. I'm not a happy camper, right? And ultimately, they figure something out. They do figure something out, but I'm telling y'all, when you're going through a divorce, any type of thing, have a lawyer. People thinking that, my daddy got a, I'm gonna use my daddy because my dad is still good kicking. Oh, my auntie, she got some property. It's a little, little okay house. She, had a little retirement in the bank. People be fighting over that little rickety rackety ass house and that little retirement money she been saving. You don't know how many people be fighting over that. Okay? And that's for real. Anybody hear me? Put a 1 in the chat. If you hear what I'm saying, if you feel what I'm saying, put a 1 in the chat. You can put amen in the chat. But Auntie could have an old rickety rackety house that she owned, and she could have a few $100,000 in the bank, and they're going to still have people fighting over that little money and that little property and every little thing else that they think they're entitled to. For real. Point blank period. All right? But it does show like they're going to work something out here in the messages. But listen, guys, I said this on the live stream, and it's coming to fruition already. I said it might start off amicable, but it turns into something else. Then I said, and then he look like he gonna challenge that. What do he think he's supposed to have? I said all of that. All right. So this is on Kandi and Todd. I don't feel she's surprised that he's doing this. Give me the energy around Kandi again. And this is why all these years the family never liked his little regular ass. And and then this represents just gearing up, getting a lawyer, right? Putting it together. She gonna be all right. She gonna be all right. Gearing up. But this talks about he wants her abundance. He wants something from her, right? He won't get everything. This represents he will be rejected on some things, and they may compromise on others. All right. So that is on Kandi and Todd. Kandi mom was no fool. None of them. The aunts didn't like him. The mama didn't like him. It wasn't just the mama, y'all. I know a lot of people like to say Mama Joyce just want Kandi money. Mama Joyce already got Kandi money. She the mama. She the mama. As long as she the mama, she got the money too. Y'all don't get that. If you good, your mama good, your daddy good. Period. Point blank, your children good. So for people to be like, she just want all of it to herself, she already have it to herself. That's her daughter. Anything she probably likes her daughter for, she got it. Period. What we talking about here? Let's see. I wish my husband would ask me about bringing another woman into the bedroom. I'll get a divorce. I'll get a divorce. Then he can do him. Period. Now, he also wants custody of them kids. Give me the energy around custody. Todd asking for custody of these kids right quick. Let's just do that. That's something new. I don't think he's going to get total custody of those kids. So he may have to, that talks about he's going to have to be flexible. This also too, poor planning. He might use, I'm bringing the kids to school. She's so busy. She got this going on. See, that 8 of Wands is here, right? Businesswoman, busy woman, got so much going on. He going to use that against you, girl. He gonna use that against you. Yeah. LaBella, he gonna use that against you. He got the musician. That means he gonna manipulate that. So he gonna take the fact that Kandi, a hard-working woman, she got all kind of businesses. She do this, she do that. She be gone. He gonna use that against you. Yeah. Child support or no? Yep. High priest, Hierophant energy. He wants to establish something of value. Period. All right, so that's that first part. All right, so we're going to switch gears a little bit. That's on Kandi and Todd. Just a quick little update on them, child. I just saw this. He was already making waves saying he did not have a lawyer, and he is challenging the prenups, or he wants to challenge the prenup, and he wants custody of the children. Oh, my God. All right, next one. Meg the Stallion and Milagro Gramz, y'all. Going down. I don't know if y'all heard this, but Meg the Stallion won her case against the blogger Milagro Gramz. Let me repeat this. I know y'all don't like me talking about Tory lanes, and y'all want me to say certain things, but the one thing I have been is every step of everything that I said, everything is played out just like I said it. The case, his trial, his judgment, his sentencing, his denials, his appeals, This case with Milagro, everything I have said has come to pass. It's not about my opinion. It's about what's coming up. Okay? So I know y'all don't like me talking about it, but y'all gotta either you're rolling or you're not rolling. So let's talk about it. So let's get to Instagram because I just posted it. So hold on, let me get to it real quick. We're gonna talk about this real fast and I'm gonna be out of here. Gotta go get my daughter. So Meg Thee Stallion wins her defamation lawsuit against blogger Milagro Gramz. She must pay $75,000 plus punitive damages. $75,000 is just a start. I hope you know this. All right, so let's read it. It says a verdict in the Meg Thee Stallion defamation lawsuit against blogger Milagro Gramz Cooper has been reached. On Monday, December 1st, the jury found Milagro Gramz Cooper liable of defamation, promotion of an altered sexual depicting tape, I guess, intentional infliction of emotional distress after days of deliberation in a federal courthouse in Miami. So again, she was found liable for defamation, promotion of altered content, which is that porno stuff, and also inflicting emotional distress. All right? A jury found that Milagro is liable for defaming Meg Thee Stallion, intentionally inflicting emotional distress, and coordinating with Tory Lanez and promoting the deepfake video. They gave mixed answers to the media's questions, but concluded that yes, Milagro qualifies as media. Because remember, they were like kind of trying to flip flop between is she media, is she not media, and they decided she is media. Last Wednesday, November 26th, they did closing arguments, right? Now let's talk about this. Now, let's talk about the next part of it. Now, it says the jury basically is filing into the courtroom. They're reading the verdict. The jury has found that Milagro is liable. They said she is liable for all three claims. Though, if the judge agrees with the media ruling, the defamation claim will be dismissed. So Milagro still has a chance to have a small win if the judge decides to dismiss the media claim. So right now she's won. Meg has won all three of her claims, but the judge still has to decide if he's going to dismiss the fact that that the media ruling. So she may get a small win. Damages are small, 75,000. Including punitive damages. Jury is being polled now. Okay, so I think it's not even, nobody expected the Milagro to give Meg Thee Stallion $1 million. You know, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. But I think it's just more about the principle. All right. So anybody have any questions? We talked about the fact that Milagro would be liable for some things, and she may have a small win on some others. And it looks like she failed to, do what she's supposed to do in that situation. I even heard that she was on trial trying to, say she knew media. Girl, you should have just been in there like, listen, I'm just a little YouTube child. I ain't no media. I'm just at my house in my damn, office, just yip-yapping my mouth. She kept trying to classify herself as new media. Girl, sometimes we gotta watch. Sometimes we gotta learn how to just be quiet, right? Just be quiet, right? Don't even associate your name with media. I'm not media. I am a content creator. I just report what's on social media. I'm a YouTuber. I don't have a media badge. I didn't go to media school. You shouldn't even been associated. She kept trying to correct the people by saying she's new media. You shouldn't even been putting your name next to that. You should have just kept it as I'm a YouTuber. I'm a blogger. I don't have any credentials. I'm ignorant to the law. Right? But you kept trying to enforce this new media. It ain't nothing in the books about new media, ma'am. All right? Will the judge dismiss the media claim, right? Because so far, Meg has won all three claims. But will the judge dismiss the media claim for Milagro Gramz? Give me the energy The Three of Pentacles. The Chariot. That could potentially, they could separate that. They could separate it. They could separate it. Because she's not media. She's not media. I don't care she says she knew media. She has never been to media school. She has no media badge. She is not, we can't just say she assumed a media position. That could possibly be something that the judge could consider, right? That could be something they can consider. Don't get like that lady, Brittany, and talk about you not going to pay nothing. They're going to expect you to pay, Milagro. They're going to expect you to pay. Now, that doesn't mean Milagro can't try to, file an appeal, right? This Eight of Pentacles is here. It's talk about to re-engage it, right? But it may fall on deaf ears. You do better just to just take the 75K payment, try to figure something out. Because if you try to go through it all over again, you got the Wheel of Fortune on your side and the bad. That means negative outcome again, right? So, anybody else? Milagro, Gramz, and this all involves Tory Lanez too, because they're saying that they believe that she worked with Tory Lanez to do this. So this is why he's on the thumbnail, because he's associated with all of this. It all had to do with him made the case. And they're saying the jury believed that she and Tory worked together, were in cahoots to do the damage that they did. This is big for all of us. Reconnecting. Hold on. Also, I'm closing this out. So hopefully, like I said, Tory can give Meg the money. I mean, give her the money to pay for the fees. All right. I'm out of here. Take care. Stay blessed, encouraged, empowered. Thank you for watching. Sorry about that little glitch. Again, hopefully Tory can give Milagro the money to pay for the fees. Peace and blessings. Bye.